Let me give you my word on this, okay? Okay. Let me give you my word on this. This is a tricky thing, okay? Because it's almost like I'm leading you astray if you're in the dating scene. I know it might sound that way, especially if you're Indomie generation, modern woman, man, and you're like, you know what, I need to test everything, especially if you've had some bad experiences in the past. And you're like, you know what, I need to get it right this time. I completely get it, okay? But there's a better way, okay? There's a better way than trying to test another human being, okay? The idea of testing another human being, that young lady is right two ways. There's one third thing I want to add onto it, okay? The idea of testing another human being is invasive. She didn't say that part. She said it's manipulative. It is manipulative. It's invasive. It's manipulative, okay? And I might add, it's anti-seductive, okay? It's no wonder. it's no wonder why you might have been creating a bad result, okay? Because really, we need to take it back to the basics. I keep telling you, we need to go back to the basics. Nature, seduce. Seduce is not the same thing as manipulative. Manipulative needs instant result now. Seduce includes value. You bring value to that person, okay? You lead with giving value to that person, okay? And you understand that there's a process, time. You're not obsessed with answers now, right? It makes sense that you might be in a zone of obsessed with answers now, because especially if you've had bad experiences, you don't want to waste time. I get it. I completely get it, you know. But I'm telling you, there's some things that's just undefeated. It is what it is, okay? Undefeated. Okay? Shaming, insult, blame and fault. Remember, judgment. Let's judge it before we move any further. The link is inactive. Uh-oh. Maybe I put the old one there. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'll pin this one instead. Replace the pin. I've replaced the pin. Sorry about that. I probably put the old one. Okay. It's not effective, obviously. The same thing, you might be like, oh, you know what? What about inside of marriage? Some of us that are married, the same thing is applicable, especially inside of marriage. You know, especially you have to pay attention to this when you're married, because you forget about you have to seduce when you're in marriage. We're here, duty, responsibility. We're supposed to just be here. No. False. Okay? You're right halfway. Okay? But that person is still a human being. Okay? And the way you move is influencing how they take care of you. Okay? If you want them to take care of you, you want them to feeling from a place of feeling, take care of you, feel like taking care of you. They're in love with you, at least on a consistent basis. In love is temporary by nature, but from a feeling standpoint, from time to time, they just can't wait. And now it's becoming more of true love. It's a function of time. They're like, I can't see myself without this person. If that's what you're looking for, then that's going to be tested inside of marriage too, especially inside of marriage. That will be tested. True love will test you. Yes, modern people will try to test true love. Work. That is not true love you're testing. That is you being obsessed, you being anti-seductive, creating terrible results, okay? And you're missing out on an experience, on a good experience. Part of the experience is now when you're still looking. If you're single, embrace now. Embrace this moment. Enjoy the process. Indomie generation, they don't want to enjoy the process. Like, F the process. I want the result now. So let me test. Alright, but that's not fair. A lot of people have had bad situations, and you know, it is what it is, and you know, yeah, let's get back to anti-seducers, right? Neediness. Just because you're needy doesn't mean you're not coming from a very valid place. It doesn't mean that you don't mean well. It doesn't mean that you meant to harm a person. In fact, a lot of times it comes from a place of trying to protect yourself, right? But in that process, you become a moral police. Number 3, anti-seductive. Okay? You become cheap, like generous, grace. You have lower tolerance, right? A lower sense, particularly a sense of tolerance, right? You're overly conscious, self-conscious, weird. Number 5, right? Intentional, talkative. We must talk everything out. Communication. Do you know what communication is? It means the message must get across to the other side. You're just talking. You're doing a whole lot of talking. Not a lot of results are being generated. A good result, your desired results. Okay? Self-awareness.